Alright, so instead of taking you to Spring Mountain Ranch, I decided to take you to this area about an hour outside of Las Vegas. The cabin behind me was built in the 1930s and it was used as a horse cabin, and then after that the USDA Forest Service and the Fish and Wildlife Service used it as a cabin to stay in while they collected data from the creek behind me, and also the Spring Mountains behind us, which is the Humboldt-TOB National Forest. They use this as an area to stay in while they collected data. There are wild mustangs in this area, but I haven't seen any just yet. I did see a family of elk. Lots of baby elk, bull and cow elks. So I hope you enjoy this video. So the Spring Mountains are actually right behind me. There's a nice off-road, basically jeeping path that you can take from here into Pahrump, Nevada. It's really fun. I wouldn't suggest it in the snow, and we'll see how the off-road trail ends up after all the snow melts behind us. But the Spring Mountains are part of the Humboldt-TOB Forest, which is the largest forest in the United States. It spans across 4 different states, and it's just split up by mountain ranges. And if you didn't know, Nevada actually has the most mountain ranges out of any state in the United States. Now, a little fun fact about me, I actually worked one season in the Forest Service up here in the Spring Mountains, and it was so much fun. The pay wasn't that great, but the experience is something that I wouldn't have traded anything for. I loved working in the forest every single day. I did not appreciate picking up people's poop and trash. So if you could, you know, when you're out in the forest, or if you're hiking around and you're at the trailheads and you see someone being a jerk, call them out. That's what I would say. And pick up your trash. Take it home with you if you can, you know. It amazes me how much garbage people leave behind. And I think sometimes people bring their garbage from home and litter it. Another thing is, what gets me, and I'm not going to turn this into a whole negative video, but what gets me is people that bag up their dog's poop and then leave it on the side of the trail. Like, you might as well have just left the turds right there on the side of the trail. They would have dried up anyways. Alright, let's go to the ponds where that creek flows into. So this is that first creek. The water flows all the way down here, and it fills up this first pond. Odin, please don't. Bruce? Alright, oh well. We're here to have fun. Who cares? It's just water and mud. I don't really care. Here's another view of the first pond. Odin will probably go for one last swim in this one. I love that sound. So I might have said that there were only 2 ponds, but there's actually 3. I totally forgot that there's this other little pond next to the fire station. It's kind of murky like the other one. They're all kind of murky, but still, like, what a beautiful, beautiful place that we have right out here, close to Las Vegas, and there's absolutely nobody here. I haven't been to the big pond yet, but so yeah. Right behind me is the second pond, and so the second pond actually flows into the big pond. And there's actually a well up here, and I think there's like some filtration system that they use. The people that live out here are actually on, well, the people that are on the east side of the area, they're actually on like a well system where one person has the well on their property, they maintain it, and then the other people, they actually pay HOA, which includes trash and the water, which normally I would never pay HOA, but out here the HOA actually covers like something useful, not just like weirdos riding around in golf carts. But yeah, there's the second pond. Beautiful. There's the fire station. So this area actually by the Upper Creek is considered BLM land. Right before you hit the Forest Service area, but a lot of this area is BLM land. So you can camp here for 14 days. Looks like someone built a fire pit. Now there is a rule about fires up here, and I think usually the rule is 2 miles from any home, or a mile from any home, but it's up to you if you want to be that good person and follow the fire restrictions, which I wish that you would. Just go onto the Forest Service or BLM website and you can find out what the fire restrictions are. You can always call. But there's the pond. Someone's fishing down there. There's my car. The ground here is a little bit soft too, so I was going to take the dogs over to the pond over there, but I don't want to disturb that guy. He's fishing, but maybe I'll drive a little bit closer and take a walk myself. There's some ducks. Odin, no! Decided to bring the dogs down here as not to disturb that person that was fishing. But it is gorgeous out here. We are looking out onto Creech Air Force Base. I can actually hear a jet, but I don't think it's one of theirs. Sounds like a commercial. This is just gorgeous. Listen to that sound. How fun! That's cold, Brizzy. All right, come down. Bruce, can't go any higher. Come on. It's cold. Odie, come here. Show you how much of a jerk my dog is. I put a blanket up there for him, but he made a towel out of my jacket. Jerk. Now, I like keeping places like these private because the public, I'm not saying all of the public, but we all know there's people that ruin all these beautiful places by littering. Actually, just last week I saw a photo of a guy that drove his truck into that lake over there, and man, what an idiot. But my patrons, I don't keep secrets from them, so every trip I do, I actually upload the itinerary that I'm doing, and I give somewhat decent directions, and I clue them in on other information about the area. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then sign up as a patron. Otherwise, get out and explore and find your own cool hidden spots, because that's the way I find some great places. I see a dirt road out in the middle of nowhere and I just say, wow, I want to take that road. Let's go see where it ends. And sometimes they don't end, but yeah, so if you're not good at doing the research, or you don't have the time, then reach out to me or sign up as a patron, and I will help you get to some cool spots just like this. All right, well, have fun and go out on an adventure. All right, so that is the end of our trip, and we hope that you join us next time. I will be heading to Spring Mountain Ranch, but I have some more information about the Nevada State Parks that I'm going to put out, and so I hope you stay tuned for that. All right, have a good day.